Whether we choose to believe it or not, we live in a time to where most people will jump to comparison, right? Most people will look at a circumstance, they'll match it against their current circumstance, they'll push out an emotion, and then that'll cause some people to react. The point of this video is why I decided to build a home gym, right? It was a time, opportunity type thing. My backstory is simple. Before COVID hit, having a home gym wasn't even on the radar. It wasn't even like that. In fact, if anybody even mentioned it, I was like, nah, I'm good, man. I go to 24 Hour Fitness. That's where I went. I got the gym. I like the atmosphere, which I did, and there's nothing against that. But like most, all that changed once COVID hit. And somebody that was a frequent like gym goer, I had to make sure that I kept my workouts up. So like most, getting online, I was checking OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, all those different places to just try to find something. It started with, I was at work. I was working at a university and they would send everybody home. It was just quick. So I was moving on to another position. So I was leaving and the first place I went to was Dick's Sporting Goods. And I just tried to get my hands on anything I could as far as like working out. Like they had bands, they had a couple of pairs of dumbbells, and I got that home. I bought a bench. I went back like a week later, picked up those perfect push-ups that are right there, and I just started collecting stuff. There was a guy that was selling equipment on OfferUp, and he was buying it and then selling it out his garage. So linked up with him, so I was able to get more dumbbells. And it became that. Once I started working out in my living room, the convenience of having that in a time to where there were no open gyms, I grew a love for being able to work out at home. Moving forward from then, that was the thing, man. I gotta get a home gym. But it wasn't going to happen because the condo where I stayed that I had purchased in 2017 didn't have a garage. I just had my living room. But I still was working out in my living room, even after the gyms had opened up. I would say roughly the gym that I went to about 2 years later. And that's how I grew a love for wanting a home gym. Some unfortunate stuff happened to where if you see what's going on with these fires and stuff like insurance, at that time, last year, I had filed 2 claims. I had an upstairs neighbor and she had 2 leaks. And because I filed those claims and it was pretty pricey to do those repairs, my insurance had dropped me. And because I had an older condo unit, it was just better to get something newer and to get some raunchy insurance and then start from there. Because you got to go about 7 years before that slate is clean. So I said, okay, we're going to move. But this time, I'm going to get a garage. And that's how the home gym, situation started. Now, the first thing a lot of people will say is, man, it's cheaper just to go to a gym. You're right. I will never make that argument. It is not cheaper to build your ideal home gym than it is to go to a gym. The 24-hour fitness, I had 2 gym memberships. I would go to 24-hour fitness and I had the one in San Diego. So I was able to go to any one, I think in Southern California, but it would only be one that I would go to, but every once in a while, they wouldn't open 24 hours. You go there on a Tuesday morning, it'd be randomly closed. And then I had Anytime Fitness. The price between 24-hour fitness and Anytime Fitness was about $80. So I was spending $80 a month on a gym membership. Even, multiplying $80 times 4 years, I still wouldn't even be able to cover the stepper. That's the truth. And that's what people always say. It's cheaper. Now, going back to COVID, I found a love for being able to work out by myself. And I said, man, if I get a home gym, I'm going to build a home gym to be able to do all the workouts that I did in the gym. Primary, secondary, thirdary isn't a word, but hey. So that's what I started doing, right? I started with the jacked up brand rack. There's other brands out there, but I started with that because it was an all-in-one. My cardio was running the stairs outside, But I remember sometimes when I would run the stairs outside, it'd be raining and stuff. And I would still get out there, shoes and socks soaked, everything. But I said, man, I'm gonna give me a stair stepper. So it was between the stepper and it was between like the 4G Stairmaster. Every once in a while I would run, do some uphill walks. So I got a treadmill, things like that. Of course, the weapons. But I said I wanted to make sure that I would be able to get just as good of a workout at home as I did in the gym. So no, I'm not saving money by having a home gym. Now let's go to the health side of it. Time. What is the main reason that most people say they can't stick to a workout? Outside of just setting aside, a lot of this food and alcohol, we get addicted to that stuff, and temptation and, just human behavior. What is the main reason a lot of people say that, they can't stick to a workout regimen? Time. I don't have to worry about that. I literally come downstairs to my garage and I never have to worry about that. And even if I did, I would be embarrassed to have invested so much into this space that I can't I come up with a reason not to walk down here and get a good workout in. That would be on me. Now, going back to price, what I had in my living room, I definitely could have, it would have been cheaper to have what I had at home. But I say for me, that's why when people, they get on these, they start commenting about what other people have, it goes back to what I mentioned before. It's about comparison. I wanted everything here that I was able to use at a gym. So that meant I was going to have to pay more money. It's that simple. Time, though. It goes back to time. Ask yourself this, right? Is it important to you? I know we got the motivational posters. We got the follow my journey posters. I'm on day one. How important is it to you? Because if it's important to you, and I know we hate acknowledging this point, if it's important to you, you're going to do it. Whether it's building a home gym, going to a commercial gym, you're going to find the time to do it. Because we find the time to do the things that we value and we think is important. We just don't want to say that we think doing the worst things are important to us because it doesn't sound good. But when it comes back to time, I would either make the time to come down here to this space that I built for myself, or I'm gonna make time to go to the hospital. Now that's coming from somebody that was 300 pounds at one point in time, drinking every day, on cholesterol medication, on blood pressure medications, in pain. I was just being that heavy was a lot of pain on my joints, and then people just giving you medication. Here's to relieve the pain. And this was after telling me, hey, you need to get your diet in check. But it just wasn't as hard of a push for me to get my diet in check from my primary care physician. So yeah, if you think purchasing your ideal home gym is going to save you money, it might not. Now, like I say, it just depends on your situation. My situation was totally different, right? I wanted everything here that I was able to, get there. And once I got that, I canceled my gym memberships. I canceled Anytime Fitness. I canceled 24 Hour Fitness. Even my girl did. At first, she was like, no, I'm just going to keep Anytime Fitness. But once we got everything here, it was canceled. It's about time. It's about time. Just you got to look around at what's going on. Look at the situation of health right now. And if I can just come down here, take a couple of steps and come down here in the garage, get a great workout in, like I'm about to do the stair stepper and do an incline walk, man, that's perfect. I am the reason that I was 300 pounds, and I'm the reason that I'm not going to be anymore. So if you're on the fence, say you have the space, and you say, hey, man, I'm wondering if getting a home gym might be ideal, I'm going to tell you, yeah. I'm definitely going to tell you, yeah. Especially if you're serious about it. I do not miss a commercial gym. I used to, the same reasons that a lot of people love the home gym, the camaraderie. You get, there's people there. I used to go at 3 o'clock in the morning. It was the same group of people. Some of them I still, talk to on Instagram and the DMs and in Facebook. So you're not missing much. Some of them are trying to make the jump to get a home gym. Plus, I can't imagine going to a gym at 5 p.m. any given day, right? It's like a club. I come down here, I pop the TV on, you do your thing. So when people say, hey man, and it's usually people I know. Strangers, I don't worry about what trolls say, but it's usually people I know. They'll be like, man, it's just a lot, man. You can save money going to the gym. One, a lot of them don't work out like that. It goes back to the comparison thing. A lot of people just talk because that's just what they do. But two, yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. I would save more money going to a gym, but it's about convenience, right? My family's here. Yeah, I got the toilet right out there, out that door. I got the bathroom, so I ain't got to. 24-hour fitness was nasty sometimes. Not putting them on blast, but I remember going in there sometime. It was old doo-doos sitting right on the toilet. It's like it's grown-ups in here. What are y'all doing? So I got my own toilet. I can go upstairs and get some electrolytes if I forget it. If I forget my headphones, I can go upstairs to my room. Like, hey, think about it. But, that's just why it is.